Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do another little boot set haul, and this is not a little boot set haul. This is, as I told you, this is kind of like an amalgamation of, I actually have no idea now. Some of this stuff is, I bought absolutely weeks ago, but it kind of sits at the bottom of the pile and the pile just keeps growing. So yeah, we're going to go through some of this stuff today, show you what we've got over the past month, 6 weeks, I have no idea. I'm going to show you what we hope to get for it as well, and hopefully give you some ideas to pick up some stuff in the wild if this is what you're into as well, or hopefully if you just watch the videos to see some cool stuff, then I think that is definitely what you're going to be doing. So let's just pull some stuff off and we'll go through it all. Right, starting off, we've got Dirty Bertie right here, and he's like an animatronic kind of thing, and his thing kind of pops out down here, as you can see underneath. It pops out and he goes something like that. Oh, I'm gonna get this, or I can't remember it is. I'll put a video up actually, just to show you. It's a little bit odd, but probably like 30 quid for one of those, I'd imagine. Actually, these kind of animatronics always do usually sell pretty well. So yeah. Right, let's run through some more of these animatronics. There we've got like a Santa, he kind of strokes this dog, and I think it sings Here Comes Santa Claus or something like that anyway, or Jingle Bells I think it is. But yeah, another animatronic, works pretty well, sings and moves and all that sort of stuff. Again, probably like 30 quid I'd imagine for that. Now all this stuff here is either, it's all been pictured, everything's been taken pictures of, it's either been listed or waiting to be listed. So some of the stuff I haven't looked up the prices for, some of the things I have. Now one of the things I have looked up the price for is this. I think it's called the Silent Delight or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, it sings Christmas songs, all lights up, moves around and that. I'll put up a video as well to show you very quickly.
Around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop.
I reckon about 50 quid for this one. It's quite a decent one. I think it's possibly by oh, the brand's just completely gone out of me, but yeah, 50 quid I reckon for that one. Now this one here is a little bit wobbly. His arm doesn't quite work and his legs a little bit wobbly as well, but he does still kind of move around and he does still sing as well. So I don't think I picked him up like that. I've got a feeling that he's kind of broken as I'm like carrying him around or something. But I mean, if that was the case, it was probably pretty weak anyway. But I reckon maybe around 20 quid for that. That definitely will still sell, because it does still work, but it's just his arm. It's like he's got a dead arm basically, and his legs a little bit wobbly here. But yeah, anyway. All right, next up we've got this nice Betty Boop lamp, and the front of this box is really, really badly sun damaged. This visor though must have protected it inside, because there's no sun damage to the actual lamp itself, which is kind of incredible. It should have looked like this, I would have assumed. But yeah, how incredible is that? But it's a nice little lamp, probably like 20-25 quid for that, I'd imagine. Gotta be glad when we've kind of moved this pile down a little bit. Right, next up we've got this is a massive Scooby-Doo plush. This one's from 1997 actually. Not entirely sure on the value on this. I'm probably aim around the £15-20 mark for that. But yeah, pretty cool. 1997, vintage, super vintage, like nearly 30 years old now. So yeah, very cool. All right, next up we've got this. This is a Homer Simpson plush. I'm not too sure. It's got no label to say what the date's from it, but yeah, it's all talking and that. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure the value on that. Probably around the £20 mark, I'd imagine. So yeah, pretty cool though. Vintage Homer Simpson. All right, we've got a few electronic games coming up now. This one is a really nice one, as you can see down here, made by Bandai Electronics. They don't even call themselves that anymore. So this is probably like, I'd imagine like 70s or 80s, to be honest with you. Really, really cool. Fully tested and working. It's like a duck hunt sort of game. There's a guy at the bottom and he runs left and right and you have to shoot the ducks. Yeah, about 50 quid for that one. Really, really nice. Next we have, this is a Toy Story. This is like a Tiger one from I think 97 or 94 or something like that. You can see it there. But yeah, Toy Story there. That one's fully tested and working as well. Oh, and where did this last one just drop down to? This one here is the Hunchback of Notre Dame. This is the exact same game as this one here. They've just got different sort of style or like graphics on basically. But yeah, exactly the same game. No idea on the value of them two actually. Might bundle them up, might put them together. Depends on what they are worth. Got a couple of Power Ranger morphers here. They're both like mobile phone morphers. I don't know if that's what they're called. Completely just made that up. But yeah, this one's more like the decent one, I guess you'd say. It's got kind of how did you do it? It was like, oh yeah, there we go. That's how you do it. You press that button at the back, and then these two come out. Yeah, not too sure on the value of those, but moving on. Whole bag of Scentsy like tester candles there. There's absolutely loads of there, probably like 40 or something. Yeah, no idea again, but Scentsy, pretty expensive sort of candles, and there's a whole bag of them there. So I don't know, probably like 20-30 quid. All right, let me just get this giant bag out of the way. So this is a Super Wings airport thing. It's got like opens up and got like ramps in it. There's like 11 figures in there as well. They're all kind of like little like transforming planes and stuff. So these are pretty good when you bundle these up together. They can sort of fetch some value. But I've listed this at £40. Haven't seen a bundle quite like it. But generally speaking, like the figures are probably worth 20 quid. This is worth about 20 quid. So about £40 for that lot. I was supposed to put this in the last video. If you actually go back to it, you would see this at the beginning of the last video, or the last boot sale video, but you won't see it at all after that. And that's because I moved it out of the way to the side of me, and then completely forgot about it. So, this is the Battle Shell Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'll throw a picture up, although I'll be honest with you, the pictures have come out really, really bad. Sometimes they don't look quite the same on my camera as what they do when you look them up on the screen. So I'm not too sure why that is. I do need to get a new camera, to be honest. But anyway, the pictures don't look that great, so this may not sell. I might need to retake this again. But it took me so long to take a picture of all of this because, as you can see in the photos, it's got all the turtles. It's got Shredder, Splinter. It's got a foot soldier in there as well, and they've all got their weapons as well. I think all of them have actually got 2 sets of weapons each. So, you know, Donatello's got his sticks, Raphael's got his daggers twice, Leonardo's got 2 sets of swords, Michelangelo's got 2 sets of nunchucks. Splinter's got like his cane with the blade at the bottom. You take the sheath off and it reveals a blade. He's got a crossbow, all the stuff in there. There's all the bits. So obviously this is in the box as well. The Battle Shell itself is in absolutely amazing condition. The box is in really nice condition too, as you can see. I've actually listed this, I think, for was it 80 or 90 quid, just because of the condition. The box, it's got all the figures, all the weapons and all that sort of stuff. The only thing it is missing is that this should have 4 missiles in. It only has 1, but I'm sure you'll be able to pick those up pretty easily, pretty cheaply. But yeah, let's move on. All right, we've got a little bit more space now. Next up, we've got JCB plush. This is official JCB. Probably about 20 quid for one of those, believe it or not. It's a nice little jumbo one. This is the Moana Mega Maui, I think it's called. He does that. I didn't realise it was going to play a song. I don't want to get copyrighted for that, so I just had to quickly pause it. But yeah, as you can see, it lights up, makes sounds and that sort of stuff. It's about 30 quid for one of those, 25, 30 pound. They're quite hard to find, and yeah, all the sort of Moana stuff does really sell strong. We're quite quickly approaching 10 minutes, so let me just show you some things. We've got Sonic 2 on the Game Gear. We've got this Namco plug and play. This is from like the early 2000s. These usually go pretty well. We have another one of these Sports Stars football sets. We've got a few of these in stock now, actually. Pretty cool. Next up, we've got this kind of like white nativity scene for Christmas, obviously. I haven't seen one of these before, but I've sold something very, very similar. And these kind of like white, pure white kind of Christmassy things do tend to sell pretty well, so pick that up. Not too sure on the price. I'll try and put it up on the screen. Right, as you can see, I've been working through quite a lot of Christmas stuff at the moment. So here we've got these 2 kind of musical Santa faces. This one here is the original. This is by Telco, made in the 90s. These ones are pretty good. Obviously, you've got the furry beard and all that sort of stuff. This one is a Chinese imitation of the 90s version from Telco. So this is also a vintage one as well. This would have came out around the same time as this, but yeah, I just thought it was funny just to put those 2 together. Pick these up from two completely different people as well, by the way. But yeah, these are usually pretty expensive. I'd say probably around £30 each for some of these. This one might be worth a little bit more. This one might be worth a little bit less because obviously Telco, not Telco. But yeah. And, you know, Christmas stuff sells all year round. And the good thing about listing it in sort of the summer is that I'm one of the only nutcases in the country actually listing Christmas stuff in the summer. So there's not a lot of it out there. So when people are actually searching around, they come across my stuff and then they end up kind of buying it. So for me, this Christmas stuff does sell pretty quickly throughout the summer. But obviously here we've got fibre optic Santa Claus. Not too sure on the price on this. Well, again, we'll put it up on the screen. Probably like 20 quid, imagine 25. And yeah, we've got more lights. This is a Premier set. Vintage Premier is a bit of a cash cow for me. We've got 2 sets of 80 sparkle lights. Probably like 90 quid each for those, believe it or not. Yeah, probably like 90, £100, I'd imagine, somewhere around that price. Again, I'll try and put some price up on the screen. The thing is, it probably will be hard for me to comp these on eBay because they only show 3 months, and obviously Christmas was more than 3 months ago. So I'll see what I could do. All right, I think we'll end on these Magic Sands. This is a Deep Sea Monsters set. These bottles of sand are like 20-25 quid a piece. So this is a full set. So haven't been able to comp these, find any versions of exactly the same at all. Found things that are similar and stuff like that. I've ended up sitting these at £40 each, hoping that they'll sell as quickly as the Sea Monkeys did. They haven't yet, but we'll see what happens. We've got this Super Sculptor as well. I think this one's got 2 bottles of sand in it, a whole load of tools and all that sort of stuff. So I think this one I've listed for 50 because it's a massive set. Seahorse Caves. I was actually, do you know what? I was trying to Google this, and I was trying to Google Seahorse Coves, and nothing was coming up at all. And it's not surprised because it's Seahorse Caves. What an idiot. Anyway, £40 for this one as well. I think it was something like that. And I think that's kind of all we've got time for today, guys. 10 minutes is the limit on these videos from now on. We'll see how we go with those. And yeah, let me know if you prefer them longer, if you prefer them shorter and around the 10-minute mark. I'm going to get the next one filmed straight away. Going to get all of these done, so make sure you come back. I'll probably release them soon after each other. But yeah, a whole load of stuff I got through today, guys. Let me know what your favourite item was. Lots of Christmas stuff, I know. But that's kind of what I've been working on over the last week or so, is like all the Christmas stuff. So there's a lot more to come, as you can see over here as well. And I've even got more around me. So yeah, we're going to go through more of this in the next video. Like it if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you're new here, and make sure you come back so you can see some of this cool stuff that's in the background as well. I mean, look, there's a whole box of toys there, all sorts of stuff, all the way going up. I mean, even something really, really strange there as well. But yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.